Well, hey guys, I wanted to bring you all a quick tour of this 2014 Mercedes-Benz GLK350. So, in typical fashion, we will go ahead and start off with the window sticker. So like I said, 2014 GLK350. This one has about 0 options on it. 3.5 liter V6, 302 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque, and a 7-speed automatic. And it does have start-stop. Taking a look at the options. Black paint, black MB text, aluminum trim, $200 for the MAP Pilot pre-wiring, no charge for these rims, heated front seats for $750, destination and delivery $925, bringing the total sticker to $39,355, 19 city, 25 highway, 21 combined on premium fuel. So that's pretty competitive in the fuel economy market for this style of vehicle, I guess. No crash test, but I'm sure being a Mercedes, it's built like a tank. So starting off, body colored mirrors with your LED turn signals, and they are body colored, not black, because you can see on this GLK right here. Taking a look at the rims, we have 235/50 R19s wrapped in Continental 4x4 contact tires. They look to be pretty decent tires, I guess, based on the Continental Conti Pro contacts I have. I mean, any tire is a good tire. So taking a look at the headlights, you can see this one does not have the lighting package. If it did, it would have an HID bulb, but you can see it does not. You have LED daytime running lights down below. Silver little accenting piece right there, not really sure what you'd call that. And then LED on that side as well. Turn signals here, high beams there, low beams there on the headlights. This one does not have the illuminated Mercedes star. I don't think that's an option on the GLK. I know it is on the CLA, but there are no CLAs here, so we'll just go with this GLK. Mercedes-Benz crest located right up there, and your giant Mercedes-Benz emblem located in the center of the grille. Looking at the rims, I actually like the style of these rims. They're nice and simple, and you have a pretty chunky sidewall on the tire, so I know you're going to get a decent balance between handling and ride comfort. So taking a look at the back, GLK350, Mercedes. This one is not 4MATIC, just rear-wheel drive. Chrome piece down there, housing your dual chrome polished exhaust outlets. You can see on that white one as well, they look about the same. LED tail lamps with, let's see, what do we have? That might be turn signals and that might be reverse lights, I'm not sure. You do have a power rear tailgate, and I'll demonstrate that if I can, and I can. Or you don't have a power rear tailgate on this one. That is surprising on a Mercedes. You would have think that they would. But taking a look at the room back here, you do have a weird spare tire. I believe it's an inflatable spare. Not really sure. Space something. Yeah, that's an inflatable spare tire is what that is. Kind of weird looking though, and I see some fuses up underneath there, so I'm assuming that might be where your fuse box is. Little removable hook to hold this up if you ever do have to change your spare. Then it bolts down with a nice metal clink. First aid kit right over here, and then looking behind here, I think you'll find your jack back there. Yep, you can see your jack is located back there. Interior illumination on that side, and let's see what we have behind here. Just access to the tail lamps. So if you ever had to change a tail light bulb, that's how you would go about doing that. Do have a cargo cover. Just pull it like this, and then it'll hide all of your belongings that you don't want everybody in the world seeing. And it also can be removed, I believe, because I've seen several of these without the cargo covers. So pretty nice space back here. It is a little small, but this is a smaller SUV in this market, so you get what you pay for, I guess. Well, no, because you pay a lot for these. But you can see you have chrome tie-down hooks, and you also have a little storage well over here where you could put like something wet, I guess, if you had a wet swimsuit or something like that. And then closing this, pretty easy. You just pull it down. So we'll go ahead and hop in the front. Body color door handles. This one does not have the smart key access system. And then you get your black MB Tex interior. So getting into the, wow, GLK250 or 350. The 250 is the diesel, my bad. The first thing you notice is how much adjustment the seat needs, and that is located on the door actually. So I gotta pull this up right here. So now that feels a little bit more natural. Starting off, top of the dashboard, this is basically the exact same interior that's in the C-Class. Top of the dashboard is soft to the touch. You have a ton of aluminum trim in here, but it is a little different from the C-Class. These vents feel a little cheap. You can kind of see how they just jiggle around after you flick them. Not that anybody's going to be doing that, but they just don't feel quite Mercedes-Benz grade of luxury. But they are nice, and they are cool looking. Hazards, traction control. Here's your radio controls, and it will come on, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Materials down here are soft to the touch. You can see everything. Glove box lid is soft to the touch, and it is damped. And a massive glove box lined in felt. You can see it goes way back there. So you'd have no problem putting like an iPad or 3 or 4 in there. So taking a look at the center stack here, here's all your radio navigation controls, Eco and Sport. That's how you turn off your start-stop. You do have heated seats, which is an option like you saw in the window sticker. And these climate controls do feel a little bit chintzy, I have to say. They just feel flimsy and not very well executed. But maybe that's just me. You do have a sliding little storage area right here. You can just slide this lid to cover it. And then opening this up reveals an ashtray. This does have a cigarette lighter, which I'm assuming on the next generation GLK will go, this will go away because nobody really smokes. Well, car manufacturers are trying to get people away from smoking in cars, I guess. But this little rubber vinyl thing in here is removable. More of the real aluminum trim, and it is real because it's very cold. Here's your controller for your center command system. You have your kicks and your clicks and your scrolls, back and clear buttons. So pretty intuitive design on there. You do have some stitching on the armrest. It is leather wrapped, and I think that's a premium thing that the C-Class doesn't have, if I remember correctly. You do get a pretty small center console, but you do get USB input for your stereo down there, but I don't see a power outlet in there. So it's a pretty small little center console. Oh, I forgot to put this in here. And it gives you a little banner on Mercedes roadside assistance. So closing that, just like that. Steering wheel is nice and chunky. It is very thick, and you also have very nice side bolstering grip extensions on it as well. I really like those a lot. Wiper controls, rear wiper right here, and it does go all the way through. I can feel the same switch on the back. High beams, push forward. You do have paddle shifters for your 7-speed automatic. Here's your shifter right here. Push in for park, down 2 clicks for drive, up 2 clicks for reverse, up 1 click for neutral. Coming over here, more soft touch materials. Again, paddle shifters. One thing I don't like about the steering wheel, this does feel a little cheap. It's just roughly cut plastic. I'm not really a huge fan of that. Multifunction controls for your center display there. Very nice looking set of gauges. A very classic Mercedes. They're kind of starting to get away from this style of gauge, which is fine. But I really like these. And then you have your Bluetooth phone control and your hands-free controls over here. Power windows located on the door right over here. All 4 are auto up and down, and they are power locking. Here's your headlight controls, fog lights, and that's for your rear fogs. This does not have front fog lights, unfortunately. More of the aluminum trim, 3-person memory, seat adjustment right there with power headrest adjustment. So that's pretty cool. Lock and unlock for your doors. A real aluminum trim on the door handle, but this looks a little cheap right here to me. I don't know if you can see that, but that roughly cut edge on the plastic is not appealing to the eye. But this is all soft to the touch over here. It does sound a little hollow though. And then you have a nice leather stitched armrest. Coming up, you can see your auto dimming rearview mirror. This one does not have a sunroof, strangely. There is no sunroof at all on this one, so this is a very basic GLK. This might be the base model apart from the heated seats. You have your SOS controls, stuff up here, interior illumination. You can see all that right up here. And then your speaker for your hands-free control phone is up there. Taking a look at the sun visor, you do get a mirror and vanity light, and it gives you the number for your roadside assistance up there. Very cheap feeling sun visor. It almost feels like whatever that material is that is used in, it feels like stucco. That's what it feels like, sandpapery stucco. And it just feels really hollow. It feels like a bunch of like, I don't really know what to describe the feeling of it, but you can hear when you push on it, it just crunches. But you do get a nice little business clip up here for cards or whatever. Same thing for the passenger side, mirror and vanity light. They do rotate around also and extend back towards the back of the car. Coming down on the door, materials down here are hard plastic, but the fit and finish is pretty good. They're pretty sturdy, and there's no sharp edges or anything, but it does sound a little cheap. And the faux, or in the real aluminum, does run all the way over there. And then you have your speaker grill located right there. So we'll go ahead and jump into the back seat of the GLK. Let's see. Back seat, opening up the back doors. The back doors on this thing are huge, so you have to be careful getting your kids in and out of here because they might just smack a parked car. So you gotta watch that. And then closing the door, door materials are exactly this different from up front. Soft touch up here, you're a little bit of aluminum up here. And then all this is hard plastic, just hard grainy plastic. It does feel like it has maybe a little bit of a rubberized finish over it, but I'm not 100% sure. You do get your leather stitched armrest right there, and then your power window switch way up there. Folding this little doodad down, you get a cigarette holder and then a power outlet. You do get rear air vents as well, so that is nice that those are included back here. At least they didn't nickel and dime you on the options for that. Lumbar adjustment for your passenger seat. And then folding down the center armrest, you do get a pretty decently padded lid. And the lid opens up, and you can flip this open to reveal 2 cup holders. They are pretty cheap cup holders. I see these breaking, especially if you have kids who handle the back of cars roughly. Then they just tuck away like that, and you have a little cloth-lined storage area. Very soft cloth in there too. So I like this center armrest, but one thing I have to say is the back seat feels like it is reclining way too much. I feel like I'm basically laying flat in the back of this car, and I don't really care for that too much. That's about where I'd have the seat to drive. Plenty of room for my feet to slide up under, but my shins get caught on the edge of this mat pocket, and so I can't really get completely comfortable. But you do get dual mat pockets, so it's nice that they include that. And then you do have, of course, your center hump for your drive shaft, seeing as how this is a proper rear-wheel drive vehicle. Never again will I ever have front-wheel drive. I just hate it. But yeah, my feet have plenty of room, but my shins get caught, so I'm more comfortable doing like this. Headroom is great. You can see I have more than enough headroom. And then when I tap on the headliner, it just sounds kind of hollow, so I don't really care for that. But the graining is nice on it, or not graining, but the pattern, and it is nice and plush. But there's no way to turn on your lights back here on your own. You do get oh no handles on all 4 doors, I also forgot to mention. And then 2 coat hooks up here in the back as well. So you can see that one there, and that one over here. And then you get one more on that side and on that side. So we'll go ahead and hop out, and I'll show you how these rear seats fold. I don't want to put a nice dent in this little light GLK over here, so I'm trying to be really careful getting out. Yeah, but the rear seats, like I said, they do fold. Just pull on this right here, and then you get a flat load floor, and you can also see your tie-down hooks for child safety restraints. And then to fold it back up, you just lift and it latches into place like that. But because it is designed like this, that does not allow you to adjust the recline. So Not a huge fan of the recline on these seats, but they're not too bad. But overall, I think these are really nice little SUVs. I think they bring a unique offering to the small SUV market. But anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.